Domestic violence turns deadly and local police are forced to surround an apartment complex. Plus, police open a tip line on this third anniversary of an unsolved murder in North Raleigh and get a taste of the largest strawberry shortcake in the Carolinas.
Yeah, just give me till about the end of the day tomorrow. Great.
Honey?
Yeah?
Are you going to be much longer?
Well, just a little bit.
I think the kids are getting tired.
All right. Let's go home. Good job, guys. Mom, Dad, let's go.
Tired of waiting for your reward? Now that you can get thank you points with your Citi credit card and for banking at Citibank, you'll get cool stuff sooner.
Brake on the left, gas on the right. Any question? Good, let's go. Come on, come on, come on.
Usually good and fast don't go together. Until now. New Rice-A-Roni Express. 90 seconds from pouch to plate. It's really good, really fast.
Presenting Bob, Snapple drinker and school principal.
I like Diet Raspberry Iced because it doesn't have that diety flavor.
Bob, you said some nice things about us. So, to return the favor, here are some nice things about you.
I've never seen him eat junk food, although I love junk food myself, and I'm not supposed to eat it, but I do at night.
Yeah, I think that he's a health freak, if I can say that.
Snapple, the best flavors on Earth made for the best people on Earth.
To help prevent a heart attack, 81 milligrams is the dose of aspirin doctors recommend most. So St. Joseph only makes that dose.
Be sure to talk to your doctor. St. Joseph, America's original, just for the heart.
Hello, Chicago.
Konnichiwa.
Oh, now I can see you.
Oh, okay. Good. Konnichiwa.
Oh, no.
Ron.
What's the problem?
We lost Tokyo.
Can you hear?
We see you, now we can't hear you.
Konnichiwa.
How do we do this?
With this.
But that's a phone.
It's a phone, it's the web, it's a video conference. Ed, stop hitting the TV.
Konnichiwa.
Productivity, powered by Cisco.
Television gives you hundreds of choices, but the real choice is yours. Keep a close eye on what your kids are watching on TV.
Hey, tonight, stay up late for the season finale of Saturday Night Live, hosted by Lindsay Lohan, with the music of Coldplay. Your local news is next.
2 people are dead in Fayetteville. Now police want to know why. Shots fired near downtown Raleigh have nearby residents saying they're afraid. A bizarre accident claims a North Carolina man's life. And hear what they found underground at Peace College. Plus your weather and sports right after this.
This is NBC 17 News at 11.
Good evening. Glad to have you with us. I'm Monty Knight.
And I'm Kim Gennardo. We begin in Fayetteville this evening, where police say they've got a murder confession that led them to surround an apartment complex today. NBC 17's Ryan Young is at the Cambridge Arms Apartments with a murder-suicide story that's all new tonight at 11. Ryan, I understand this investigation started with a call from someone in that apartment.
Started with a phone call right in the house behind me. A man called to say he shot his wife. His wife had just returned from Iraq. From the outside of this Fayetteville apartment complex, it looks quiet. No sign of loss here. But just a few hours ago, this neighborhood, this apartment behind this door, a dispute between a man and his wife turned deadly.
Kind of hurting. No, not kind of hurting. It's hurting. I just got to figure it out. I didn't believe it.
Teresa lives next door to the now boarded up apartment. Her neighbors were Teresa's friends. No one can be sure what happened, but Fayetteville police say the man who lived here called police. On the phone, he told them that he just shot his wife. By the time a group of officers broke down the door, the man had committed suicide. The police have yet to release the names of the couple.
I'm just sitting here, and I had my grandkids, and next thing I know, the whole people was out here, and I'm like, can't believe it.
We know the woman was a soldier who just Saturday, around noon, returned from Iraq.
Me and him, we fished a lot, and she went to Iraq and came back, and after that, I don't know what happened.
Teresa says losing her fishing buddy won't be easy.
It's just hard. I don't know.
These apartments are so close. Everyone's probably pretty lucky, though, that none of the bullets went through these apartments and hurt anyone else. Reporting live in Fayetteville, Ryan Young, NBC 17 News.
Tonight, Durham police are turning to the public for help after finding a man shot to death in a car on Broad Street. Officers say the call came in around 2 this morning as an accident at the entrance to the Oaks at Northgate Apartments there. That's where they found 30-year-old Rayburn Sims shot to death in his green four-door Chrysler. Police are now asking anyone who may know Mr. Sims or anyone who may have seen anything to call Crime Stoppers at that number, 919-683-1200. Near downtown Raleigh tonight, authorities are investigating a shooting that has people there living in fear. Witnesses say they heard gunfire around 11:30 last night near a corner store on the 400 block of Bragg Street. Police won't say if anyone or how many people may have been shot, nor are they confirming tonight the condition of any possible victims.
Also here in Raleigh, police renewed a call for help in a cold case. 3 years ago today, officers found 23-year-old Stephanie Bennett raped and murdered in her North Raleigh apartment. NBC 17's Carrie Casani gives us an update on this hunt for a killer.
On the anniversary of Stephanie Bennett's death, Raleigh police want to bring life back to the 3-year-old murder case.
What we're doing today is we're trying to refocus some of the attention, try to broaden the scope of what people have previously been told, to look at other areas.
Police say someone broke into Bennett's North Raleigh apartment in May of 2002. She had been tied up, sexually assaulted, and strangled.
Everything about Stephanie was special.
In a previous interview with NBC 17, Stephanie's parents shared their pain. They say the 23-year-old had her whole life ahead of her and were worried the same man would hurt someone else.
I just don't know how he can be walking the streets. I just don't know. And he could do it to somebody else's daughter. And I would hate that for that to happen.
We need some help.
At a special press conference, Raleigh police re-released details in the case, a vague description of a person of interest they haven't been able to talk to, a man in his 20s or 30s, 5'10" to 6 feet tall, with light-colored hair, seen at times wearing glasses and walking a dog.
Somebody probably knows who he is. Somebody's seen him come out of a certain apartment, saw him get into a certain vehicle, or saw him in a certain area, and that could re-energize the investigation and help us tremendously.
Raleigh police have set up a special tip line to take any information on the case. You can call 919-890-3951. Police will man the phone from tonight until 7 o'clock Monday night. Investigators say any type of information could help them crack this case. Carrie Casani, NBC 17 News.
A narrow miss for sunbathers after a small plane crashes on the beach at Coney Island, New York. Emergency workers say all 4 of the people on board that plane were killed. After the cartwheeling airplane came to a stop, witnesses say people on the beach hurried over to see what happened. No one on the ground was hurt. There is still no word tonight on what caused that plane to go down. Tonight, investigators are looking for the cause of a deadly house fire in Ohio that killed 9 people, most of them children. Investigators say a total of 11 people were in that house when the fire started. 2 adults managed to get out alive. At least one of the 7 children who died was at the house for a sleepover.
It's all I ever wanted in life, to have kids, get me a house, and have a family there. And I did that. And I did a pretty good job of raising them and taking care of them there.
The victims range in age from 4 to 34. Firefighters say that fire started on the first floor, and all of the bodies were found on the second floor.
Back home in the Carolinas, teenage murderers learned their fate. 14 years in prison for beating to death a Winston-Salem man. A jury convicted the threesome yesterday. Their victim was the grandfather of Wake Forest University basketball star Chris Paul. Authorities found 61-year-old Nathaniel Jones beaten to death in the carport of his home nearly 3 years ago. A freak accident killed a Jacksonville, North Carolina man this weekend. Police say a massive piece of asphalt crashed into his car, crushing him to death. Witnesses say the 1,000-pound slab of asphalt was hurled into the air after an underground gas tank exploded. The explosion left a crater 6 feet deep and 20 feet wide in the road. It also threw debris several hundred yards away.
Workers at Peace College made a historic find. The crews are pulling up asphalt to make way for new streets, shops, and bars. when they came across a cobblestone street in perfect condition. Local historians say the cobblestone probably dates back to the 19th century. Project managers decided to use that cobblestone as decoration on the new project. And tonight they are breaking a delicious record. Find out why the local kids here are stacking strawberries to the ceiling next.
Plus, you think NASCAR racing takes some skill. Wait until you see the obstacle course that some local drivers dared. We'll take you to a bulldozer rodeo coming up.
And can Sunday's weather top Saturday's? It all comes down to temperature. Take a look outside right now. It's pretty chilly already in the low 50s. 53 the current temperature and no wind out there. I'll tell you how low this temperature goes and when the next chance for rain returns just ahead.
They say they have special powers. Humans who can hear and understand what animals are thinking. They're called pet communicators, animal intuitives. They say they can make your animals understand what you want them to know. Are there gifts beyond the age-old bonds between people and pets? Meet a woman from Durham who says it's so. Monday night at 11, NBC 17 News.
Captioning of this program provided by Wendy's.
When it's late and you're hungry for a Wendy's hot and juicy classic double with cheese, remember our pickup window is open till 1 a.m. or later.
Hi folks, Paul Clements from Infinity of Raleigh, where the all-new 2006 M luxury sedan has arrived. With standard features like leather-appointed seats and trim, power sunroof, voice recognition, Bluetooth wireless technology, intelligent key with push-button ignition, and available 335 horsepower. This is a luxury sedan designed to outperform. Come see and drive the all-new M luxury sedan at Infinity of Raleigh, where we make luxury affordable. 1 mile north of 540 on Capitol Boulevard.
Since my second pregnancy was high risk and I had the gestational diabetes, I was very concerned with my current pregnancy. I got a call from a Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina case manager, and she just said she was there to answer any questions, and she has been a wonderful help. We're very pleased with the choice of doctors, and I really like the 24-hour nurse line. We have a boy and we have a girl, so actually we're just hoping for a healthy baby.
Get up to $125 cash back from Bell South. Simply for combining new services. Now that makes sense. And dollars. Call and find out how you can get cash back. Then go ahead. Throw some money around. Only from Bell South.
Maybe you can't always count on the stock market, or the real estate market, or commodities, or currencies, or even gold. But with the lowest cost of ownership in its class and the best brand resale value ratings, the Accord is one of the best automotive investments you can make. The Accord from Honda. Now you can lease an Accord LX sedan for $199 a month for well-qualified buyers.
Tonight they're beginning the rest of their lives together. 43-year-old Mary Kay Letourneau and her former 6th grade student Billy Pulau, now in his early 20s, are now husband and wife. The couple married last night in Washington State. Letourneau served 6 months of a 7-year sentence for second-degree child rape in 1997. That's after becoming pregnant with the couple's first child. The couple's second child was born while she was in prison.
Well, if you hear wedding bells in your future, you better start saving your pennies right now. The price tag for an average wedding is going up again to about $26,000. That's according to a new survey by the Fairchild Bridal Group. The study also revealed nearly half of all couples surveyed end up spending more than they had planned. And weddings are big business, folks. Last year, weddings costs totaled over $125 billion.
Wow. Well, it is that time of year again. Debates are now raging across America over what teens can and cannot wear to the prom.
I thought that was an everyday thing in some high school households, but there is a way mothers and daughters can compromise on what's considered appropriate fashion. Here's some advice now from NBC's Shannon Breen.
Silk, ruffles, beading, a dizzying array of temptations for teens out shopping for their first formal event.
She wears jeans during the day,
So this is the first time that you really can look fabulous, glamorous, gorgeous.
Rachel Blackwell has traded her jeans for a stunning silk dress with a plunging back.
I knew I wanted a very low back. That's all I really knew.
I think, where did 18 years go?
Mother Maggie says prom fashions are clearly more sophisticated than in the days of her own prom, but she happily accepts her daughter's choice.
I trusted her taste totally.
The Blackwells may be on the same page, but Holita Todd, owner of Diamond Design, says that is often not the case.
A lot of times we have to put out fires.
Yeah. This custom clothing operation in the heart of D.C. is busy with dozens of orders for prom season. Maria and Crystal Gatling came in search of something to make them both happy. What was Mom hoping for?
Something classy, not as revealing.
What about Crystal?
The opposite of what she said.
That's right. She said the opposite of what her mom wanted.
You know, come in and say, this is what I want to do. And then the parent is having this, tug of war with them. Well, I think you need to do this. And it's a contrast of things.
So along with designing, Holita spends time mediating and convincing teens that what they've seen in their favorite videos just might not work for them.
I have to get them to understand why they can't do certain things, such as have the back of their dress is so low that when they sit down, they're going to reveal themselves. Or even with their bust line. If the dresses come down too far, they're going to show and expose their bodies.
Both Todd and her counterpart, Anik Nemirovsky, say they will not hesitate to steer customers away from something they might later regret when they dig out those old prom photos.
If I do not believe that the dress is right for the customer, I will tell her. We want them to understand that these pictures are going to last a lifetime, okay? And you want to look back at it and be proud of what you've done.
So, Monty, what did you wear?
Not one of those.
Nothing low plunging.
Monty had ruffles. I just know it. Didn't you?
On the shirt.
Well, we've all been there and done that. But on to your topic. It was gorgeous today.
Oh, you know what? I'm not sure we can top today, but we're going to try tomorrow. For
Great.
those of you who wish today was a little warmer, you're going to be real happy tomorrow. Let's revert back, though. I want to show you some pictures. You remember last night we had a lot of heavy downpours, or actually severe thunderstorms, just off to our south. We were lucky in central portions of North Carolina to escape this, but there was an actual tornado touchdown. It has now been confirmed near Raleigh. That's Columbus County, North Carolina. They had an F1 touchdown, which spread for over 2 miles long. Now, an F1 means it had somewhere between 73 to 112 mile-per-hour winds at 3 points along that 2-mile stretch of damage that the National Weather Service folks went out and checked out during the day today. Some structural damage, some trees down. We do not have reports of any injuries from that, so that is good news. But they had some pretty intense storms come through south of us last night. That whole system, you can see pretty clearly here, well off the coastline. That's the whole front. Clear skies right over our part of town, and because we have no clouds over us tonight, that's like sleeping without a blanket. It gets a little bit chilly. Any heat that we built up during the day, which wasn't a whole lot, has escaped into the atmosphere, so we have a pretty chilly start to the day. Sunrise, by the way, 6:05 tomorrow morning is going to be a cool one, because look at this. We're already at 53 in Raleigh, 58 Fayetteville, 60 Charlotte, but temperatures here and further north will go into the upper 40s overnight tonight. Look at the heat, though, out to the west of us. 6 o'clock tonight, we talked. Dallas was at 99. They're at 88 now. This warmth is going to try to spread its way all the way over to North Carolina during the day tomorrow, and we're going to see near normal highs back in the forecast. Clear skies tonight. High pressure system off to our north. That makes a drift off to the south. What that's doing is killing out our winds. We've had a pretty breezy, cool northerly wind through the day today. Well, through the night tonight, the winds go calm. They're already calm. That means we have a really cool, crisp start to the day, upper 40s in some spots and lots of sunshine. But as we get it throughout the afternoon, there's a system up this way that'll dive down pretty quickly toward our area. It'll start to spread some clouds in here, maybe late on Sunday night. By the morning hours Monday, I think we'll start to see some passing showers develop. And as this front passes through during the day on Monday, we may actually get some scattered thunderstorms out of it. Ahead of the front, temperatures fairly warm. So tonight we're talking 49 with clear skies and chilly in the Raleigh area. The temperature heats up in that same area to almost 80 degrees tomorrow. A number of spots will top 80 degrees throughout the afternoon tomorrow. We're going for 52 tonight for Clinton, 47 for Roxborough, and starry skies. That's the start to Sunday, a little chilly, but the afternoon during Sunday is fantastic. 79 Mostly sunny, 82 on Monday with a scattered thunderstorms, and some of them may still be hanging out, especially along the coastline into Tuesday. Nice temperatures this week will gradually warm back toward 80 by Wednesday and Thursday. And don't forget, Digital Channel 219 Weather Plus will give you your local forecast anytime you want it. Kim, Monty.
Thank you. Well, it is strawberry season, and we found North Carolina's largest strawberry shortcake today. Check it out. All 50 pounds of mouth-watering berries and whipped cream. Children with the Make-A-Wish Foundation got messy, but what a payoff, folks. The next time you eat at Maggiano's Little Italy at Street 5th South Point, you'll help foot the bill to make dreams come true.
We just thought we'd do something different and fun to bring the kids out and help show everybody how they can help by visiting Maggiano's through June 22nd and support us and help us to continue granting wishes of children in their community.
So if you order the strawberry shortcake or you prefer Boston cream pie, $1 goes to the Make-A-Wish Foundation and the restaurant will match the proceeds.
This may be NASCAR country, but today, local drivers are showing off a different set of driving skills. More than 90 contestants turned out here to hop on a bulldozer and hit this obstacle course. The heavy equipment operators showed off their skills by competing to be the quickest and most accurate to maneuver those huge earth movers through that course.
It's just a skills thing. It gives you different gates of barrels you go through. You have 4 inches of clearance on most of them, but there's 2 gates, like where you drag through and push a barrel, you have 8 inches of clearance, and then you have one that's a barrel drop to see how close you can get to it without actually hitting it.
Today's first and second place winners are now eligible for the state competition in Catawba County this fall.
Tonight, Durham police are hoping a little competition out on the hardwood may help keep our neighborhoods a bit safer. The Durham Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club in orange took on the Greensboro Housing Authority in the green jerseys today over at NC Central. The Hoops and Hope basketball tourney brings teenagers from low-income homes together for good, safe fun. But police also offer advice to keep teenagers considered at risk out of gangs.
They'll come away from this knowing that there are people who care about them, that there are people who are concerned about their well-being.
This is the first year for this event, and organizers say if it even keeps one child out of trouble, it will make a world of difference.
Sure will. But don't think that's all the sports we have for you tonight. Chad Sokol's here now with more.
That's right. We have some NASCAR, the All-Star event at Lowe's, plus the ending of the Preakness. It was a wild finish in case you missed it. We'll have that and much more coming up next in sports. Stay with us.
Summer's nearly here, and NBC 17 Today's headed for the beach. Starting Monday through next Wednesday, we'll be live from Carolina and Atlantic Beach, plus the Outer Banks. We'll show you what's new since last summer, get an update on the great shark migration, and fill you in on the best ways to motor over from the Triangle to the shores. So before you pack your beach bag, catch Donald, Verna, and our Live from the Seaside reports. Starting Monday morning at 5 on NBC 17 Today.
Your forecast calls for the new Hyundai Santa Fe. With its standard V6 engine and standard ABS and traction control. It's the winner of Strategic Vision's 2004 Total Value Award. And Hyundai's quality lets us offer America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles. All for a sunny $4,800 less than a Toyota Highlander when comparably equipped. The Hyundai Santa Fe, starting at just $19,744. At Hyundai. Come in now for great deals on all 2005 Hyundais.
Wait for the hash browns.
Mornings are looking up with breakfast from McDonald's. And right now, score 2 delicious scratch-made sausage biscuit with egg sandwiches for just $2.
Kick off your Memorial Day right in a new Chrysler vehicle during the Chrysler Memorial Day sales event.
like the Chrysler 300, 2005 Motor Trend Car of the Year. Town and Country with the revolutionary Stow & Go, the best small car alternative PT Cruiser, and the safety utility vehicle Chrysler Pacifica. Right now, qualified lessees can lease a 5-passenger Pacifica for just $259 a month. Hurry in today for great deals on the Chrysler lineup during the Chrysler Memorial Day sales event. Offers end May 31st.
And welcome back. We start with NASCAR tonight. The All-Star Challenge from Lowe's Motor Speedway. 90 laps divided into 3 racing segments. The prize, get this, $1 million. The total distance, 135 miles. In the third segment, 19 laps to go. Ryan Newman and Rusty Wallace get tangled up, and that would bring out a caution. Now, 19 more laps of green flag racing. Remember, caution laps do not count as far as laps in this event. Mark Martin would outrun Elliott Sadler. Sadler tried everything, but he could not catch Martin. Martin becomes only the 5th driver with multiple wins in this All-Star race. Let's see how they finish in the top 5. Mark Martin wins the All-Star Challenge. Elliott Sadler 2nd, Brian Vickers 3rd, Jeff Gordon 4th, and Jimmy Johnson rounds out the top 5. Today qualifying continued for the Indianapolis 500. And how about former 500 winner Kenny Brack substituting for the injured Buddy Rice? Brack qualified at 227.598. That's faster than the pole sitter Tony Kanaan, but because Brack missed the first day of qualifying last weekend, he will start in the 23rd position. Well, just a couple weeks ago, Giacomo shocked the world by winning the Kentucky Derby at 50-1. Today, Giacomo tried to become the 7th horse in 9 years to win the first 2 legs of the Triple Crown. Let's go to the call from the 130th Preakness in Baltimore.
Scrappy T comes away with the lead, but a Fleet Alex is taking a bull run. Oh, Scrappy T blew the turn, and a Fleet Alex champion Rose almost fell out of the saddle. A dramatic occurrence at the top of the stretch. Here's a Fleet Alex who has come on to take the lead. Scrappy T blew the turn, and he's second on the inside, and it's 5 legs back. Giacomo will manage only to be 3rd. They're coming down to the finish, and in dramatic style, a Fleet Alex who almost fell at the top of the stretch has won the Preakness by 5 lengths.
So a Fleet Alex win the Preakness, and look at this. On the final turn, a Fleet Alex clips his heels and goes to his knees, but still manages to stay up and then pull away from the field. Amazing balance. Here's how they finished in the top 3. The favorite of Fleet Alex, the winner, and 4 3/4 lengths is the margin. Scrappy T was 2nd, and Giacomo finished in the 3rd position.
I'm happy to see the horse do it. The horse deserves the respect. All I do is point him in the right direction. He's the one that has to have the ability, and he's got all the ability in the world.
Now to baseball. Last night, NC State and Florida State only got to the 2nd inning before rain suspended play. Today, the Pack and the Seminoles picked up where they left off with NC State leading 3-1. Let's go to Doak Field. State now trailing 4-3 in the 7th. The Pack would tie it up as Ramon Corona singles home Jonathan Diaz, and we're tied up at 4. State would then get some great defense. How about this play by Corona at second base, getting the force at second. NC State also got some great relief pitching from Jason Duncan, the lefty, keeping the Pack close, and that would allow Aaron Bates to be the hero. Bottom of the 9th, you dream of this, folks. 2 outs, Bates slams the game-winning 3-run homer. The center field. State wins by the final of 7-4. And the Wolfpack would also win the 2nd game today. That final was 8-3. In Chapel Hill, Georgia Tech at UNC. UNC won the early game today, 7-6 in the nightcap. Tech's Jeff Kendall lashes a 3-run homer to right field, and Georgia Tech would go on to get the victory over UNC. That final was 8-1. Now to the big leagues. Interleague play tonight, game 2 between the Braves and the Red Sox. From Fenway, the Braves 3-7 in their current road trip. Not good, folks. 4th inning, 1-0 Braves. Here the line drive down the left field line. Julio Franco would come in to score, and the Braves go on to beat the Sox at home. That final tonight was 7-5. In Durham, the Bulls at home against Indianapolis. The Bulls showing off some leather. Look at Brooks Bedeau. Nice stab right there to make the play out at first. Offense, though, was the story of the night. Durham would explode on Indy. Reggie Taylor, a long 2-run homer to right. Johnny Gomes says, well, you go to right field, I'm going to go to left field. Gomes, a home run to left field. Check it out on your minor league board. The Bulls go on to pound Indianapolis 13-4, and the Mudcats get a win tonight at home. That final was 3-2. So, folks, a busy night in sports. What a great ending to that Preakness today. The horse maintaining his balance.
Stunning comeback.
Yep.
And what a great night for baseball.
It was.
Makes you want to go out there tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow too.
All right, that's going to do it for NBC 17 News at 11. And all new Saturday Night Live is up next.
That's right. Tonight's host is Lindsay Lohan, along with musical guest Coldplay. Don't miss it. Have a great night. See you tomorrow.
Sports National